Welcome home. Another edition of Cooking with Lawns at the Mighty Shakers, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This is the second video ever with Riley, and we are going to do some shrimp. The reason we're doing shrimp is twofold. One, we have a dinner for the International Women's Day, which is next week, Wednesday, March 8th. And one of the dishes is a shrimp scampi with linguini, and we're doing that. And the other is because our new convert to seafood really likes pasta. So we're going to do pasta with her. Right?
Right.
Excellent. All right, so first up right now, we're going to take this frying pan right here. I've got a little extra virgin olive oil in here. We're going to take a couple of these. And because we have already ascertained that you like smashing things and thinking about former relationships, you can take it just like that, okay? So you got these two to go as well. So go ahead and whack them. The blade is sharp, so do one at a time. One at a time. Just like that. Hey! Easy peasy, right? So I like to use a bench knife for things like this so I don't dull the blade. And you also don't want to burn our garlic. I want to flavor the oil more than anything else. We'll take a little bit of oregano in there as well. And just a touch of salt at this point. It's going to go right there. Back our temperature way down to 140 degrees here. Give us just a little more olive oil. And in this dish, we are not using any butter. So if we did like a French style or something, we might take the opportunity and use butter. Olive oil is what we're doing. Shrimp. You're gonna get your hands dirty. Put it in your hand like this, Riley, with the tail in your palm. And then take the other thumb and underneath the carapace here, just pull the shell off. Rip off the little leggy things. Again, think about that extra relationship. Legs are gone. And you're going to have them just like that. While you're doing that, I'm going to remove the garlic so it doesn't get bitter. Again, bitter like an ex-wife is not a good thing for food. All right, so then I'll do the first one. I want you to see how this is done. And the easiest way is to take a flat surface like that, lay it there, take your knife here, right? You're going to leave the last tail section on and just kind of glide right through about 1/4 of an inch or so through there, like that. And this is a little sand vein right here. We're just going to take our thumb and slide that out. Good? Okay. So, this entire process is about 2 minutes of cook time per side for the shrimp. And of course, just a minute or so to shuck these little guys. I've already gone ahead and I have flashed off some linguini ahead of time. That's the pasta component that you want.
Very messy.
Yeah, it is, but it's still easier than you probably thought it was going to be, right?
Yes, very.
Yes. So I can give you a shorter knife if you like, but I do think you'll do just fine with this one right here. Because you shouldn't be afraid of your blade, just respect them, of course. So again, just like I showed you, just cut right through like that, and just make sure you don't go too far into it. Good. So these are all really simple things you can do, again, for your family. Maybe if you are living away from home and you get an opportunity to go back a couple times a year, you can say, hey, let me make something for you. And they'll just be knocked out at the ease of what you're doing and how you make it look so simplistic. We take this guy right here, and I like to work the radius of the pan, so that little rounded portion. So I like to sway this a little bit. So you got the little slit right there, and just gonna put it in like that. The oil's hot, so don't burn on it. Yes. Perfect. see how the color's changing right here? So we're already gone into like a light browny orangey kind of thing. They go really fast. And the reason we start them in the center is because that's the densest part of the shrimp, of the meat. You want them to cook consistently. We don't want to overcook these either because a lot of places do, and it's like throwing a rubber ball against the ball. So I'm doing this first turn, but in a few minutes, you do the other turn the other side. Now, on our way for that to happen, we have some pesto here. And this is just a real simple basil pesto that we make every day at Shaker's. And I've got probably about 2.5 ounces here. We're going to just toss that into there. And I'm going to toss some into this pan as well. And along with that, I'm going to get some extra virgin olive oil. This happens to be Greek. The quality of the olive oil is often predicated upon the price you pay for it. It's not always true in life, but it certainly seems to be that way, at least in my opinion, with extra virgin olive oil. So, what I want to do now is I want to get this broken down a little bit, and I just mean by mushing it in and around like that. Then, got two things going on. I'm going to want you to take some of this pasta right here, with this, and it's probably going to be easier if we move this out for you. And you can take, you know, a tong full. That's about the right size portion. Okay, I'm letting you do that. Just pick it up like that and put it into this pan. Cool. And then just gently kind of twist it and turn it so you get a full exposure to all the lovely flavoring taking place there. That's where the magic is. Now to keep all these things together, I've grabbed a bottle of Cambria Chardonnay. Cambria is the sponsor of our International Women's Wine event next week, March 8th. And put a little bit in there, and just enough a little bit, and we'll be glazing the pan, which means bringing all the flavors up in the bottom of the pan and into that pasta. Doesn't need much, just that little splash. And we can actually turn this down a little bit while you're doing that. And now, right, I'd like to take each one of these shrimp, same tong, and turn them over, kind of mush them through the pesto at the same time. Now, in the last 10 years, we have not used any pine seeds whatsoever. Pine nuts are not remotely part of this formulation. Our respect and deference to the number of people that have allergies for different nuts. And rather than a kitchen making mistake with someone that should eat something, we have no pine nuts. And I will tell you that no one's the wiser. You don't need pine nuts in your pesto. And I think you get just big, dynamic, wonderful flavors without it. And, you know, in my mind, this is almost done. So a little more temperature on there, heat it up a bit. That I think you can take off. What you can do is to take this lightly heated bowl, and you can take this and kind of do something like this. First, we're going to get it off the bottom, right? And then I want you to take it and twist it. I'm using both the handle and the tongs, okay, against each other, pull it up, and then put it here. And with the other hand, you can twist this if you want to. It doesn't have to be a perfect nest. It doesn't have to be a nest at all. If you just kind of glop it on there, it's all good. There you go. So whenever possible, keep your hand on the handle, at least if you bring it this way. Otherwise, those darn things just get in the way. Cool. Now for these, if I may, I would again just do a little walkthrough like that, so you get all the sides coated with that lovely, freshly made basil pesto. Yum, yum, yum. And then here you got a couple options. You can either arrange them like that, so I got 5 points all the way around, or you can lay them flat if you like as well. So I will let you decide how you want your pasta dish to go together. Grab the boo-boo out of there. place, you can actually move the plate as well, so that you're bringing your hand back to the same place all the time, rather than trying to fight your way around the plate for balance. So we often use sun-dried tomatoes in here as well, or even fresh like Roma tomatoes. And you can do anything you want, make this dish your own. The thing that we're going to do is I'm going to take some capers, and we have these lovely capers right here. So as soon as Riley is finished with the shrimp presentation into the pasta, I'm going to take this and just going to toss those randomly on top. And what we often will do is get a little glass of fresh lemon as well. You don't have to. I like to have this off the counters though. So more white space and maybe just a little touch kosher salt on top of that. And there's our dish. So Riley, pick up your dish and present it to the camera. So here we are, a very simple little scampi. These are U10 size shrimp, by the way, from the Gulf of Mexico. This is Riley's second attempt on camera. I thought you did a great job here, by the way. So here we are, Riley, shrimp scampi, International Women's Day, March 8th at Shakers. Guys, take a chance. Start making something you never made before. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about following recipes exactly. Just get in there and have fun. Cheers.